Yesterday I had a lot more hope that this was going to be a vehicle.
I haven't hit anything related to a car other than that piece the FBI found.
We have a blue fiber.
That's the color that we're looking for on the interior.
Yes, without a doubt, 100% we have a car under here.
So yesterday, after diving down on this area of interest here, we're looking for this 1956 Chevy car.
This involves a homicide from 53 years ago. The victim's name is Mary Kay Heese. We now came up with the suspect in the white over blue Chevy. The murder weapon's never been found, clothes have never been found, and the witness said these guys pushed it off into the lake.
I have not got anything I've felt that is a car.
Okay.
I think what I've been dredging on is a trailer because nobody has put a hand on the car.
I'm kind of split on this one, 50-50 for their, for their hopefulness. However, they've identified that something is there.
All the metal that I felt, most of it was like thin pieces of tin. However, there was one time on the first dive that I did where underneath the piece of tin, I did feel a piece of metal that was a lot more rigid. Is this a vehicle or just some pieces of tin from an old shed, a trailer? Hopefully we're gonna get some of those answers here this morning in the next few hours.
For families who have all but given up on finding their loved ones, this team is a last hope. Civilian divers cracking cold cases for free.
Hey guys.
For now, with what we got, I like your idea, Jared, of moving over maybe 5 feet to that way and just spend an hour trying to dredge as much as possible. Then I'll go down again.
So right here is where we were currently tied off to yesterday, but we were on this side of it with the dredge. So let's move to this side of it and then do a sweep through here and see what we can find. But see, even if that tin was screwed to the very top of it, which I don't believe that that's really what we're dealing with, you would have still been pulling up parts of the hood then at that point as well, or filling windows or glass or something in addition to just tin that's on top.
But like I said, so far, out of over 300 hours of dredging, I haven't hit anything that relates to a car other than that piece they found, the FBI found.
Right. All right, well, let me get that out on the dredge with you and let's go, like I said, move that over and go from there.
Okay. Yesterday I had a lot more hope that this was going to be a vehicle from the 1960s, but now after being down there, feeling around and getting a lay of it, my thought process now of this being the actual vehicle we're looking for are dwindling a little bit, but I haven't given up yet. Some of the agencies that have searched here prior to us did find a piece of metal, a metal strip that had a lot number on it that is consistent to what Chevy dealers did back in those days. So we're not giving up yet. We're gonna go and dig around, see if we can find some more evidence. We're also gonna take some long pieces of rebar and stab down into the mud, see if we can go through the pieces of tin and maybe feel something that feels like hard metal, piece of a frame, axle, engine block, something that gives us a little more hope to really say, yes, this is a vehicle, or no, it's not. That's what we're looking for this morning.
where the guys are dredging right now, with my idea that we were kind of talking about this morning, would have brought them more over where the seats of the car would be if they're punching through any metal and on into the car. I just checked out the dredge box and we have a blue fiber from seats or carpet or something. I'm going to take you over to the box, and there's actually more over there in the box that we can go check out as well.
That's the color that we're looking for on the interior. And that's cloth, that's not plastic.
Yeah.
And then
multicolor.
Light blue, remember the picture there?
Yep.
We have fiber evidence from the crime scene.
Yep. Yeah, light blue to dark blue.
Okay, we may have just found something that we're looking for, but if not, I'm going to call you back and see if you can get in there, and I'll walk you through finding a presentation on the computer. We'll go from there.
Hey, whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Holy cow.
Give us your thoughts on a two-tone piece of fiber, two different colors.
Looks like carpeting, but could also be part of a door panel trim. You know, the lower third has like a carpet type fiber on it.
Uh-huh.
Not sure exactly what that is, but that's definitely out of a car.
I mean, if you can get me more of that, that'd be great. Or
Well,
just
this wind's pushing us around
I
so
know.
bad that we're totally off. I've moved so far now from where I was getting it.
Oh, so we gotta get you
So
back
we're
up there
getting
then,
close
huh?
to short. Yeah, and I don't know how we're going to do it because
The wind's picked up
these
too.
pipes
and I
are
don't
bending
know.
over, and I keep looking now. We keep turning. We were like this.
Right.
Now we're like this. So that's why I went off the back end. So
Okay.
what I'll do is I'll pull this up and we'll back up and
Reposition.
That's not nylon. So yeah, that definitely looks like a old upholstery. And didn't they say that this would have had like blue interior?
Two-tone. Yeah, so he's got that barn find. So Michelle's gonna be in the office in about an hour. She's gonna grab the case file and send us over some pictures of the barn find upholstery.
If we're pulling upholstery up, we're in the car.
Yeah, you're inside of it. So we just need to get you back that way, 8 feet, have them dredge more, and then you can go down and just
Feel around, yeah. Oh man. Don't lose it.
very careful, like deep inside, dip that up.
Yeah.
So right now they're actually about 8 feet off of where that carpet fiber would have come from. And they've been pushed because of the wind so far back that we're actually where we were dredging yesterday. So with any luck, we can get these poles pulled up, get them repositioned, and get them back on the spot, let them dredge some more, and then we'll get Nick in the water and have him go down and identify. Yeah, right there. No, that's, oh no, that's too far. Go forward, go forward. Yeah, we're good on that one. Let me drive another one in. So we got two. Oh, we're on metal right there.
Still?
Yeah, you're on metal.
Well, that's a good sign, right? If it'll stay there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're on metal there.
Well, man, that's a sweet deal. What do you feel, Jared?
Yeah, I think you're on metal there.
Will it stay there?
Yeah, that's not hard pack. We're driving into something. All right, let's go with this. Yeah, dredge are right around here.
Okay.
Yeah, and that wasn't too far below when it hit the mud.
It wasn't too far below?
No, like you could probably just dive and actually hit it right now.
And I can dredge by myself for a while, so that way you can start getting geared up or whatever.
Okay. When Jared went to drive that in, he hit metal, and it's on something pretty sturdy, and he said it's...
I wondered if
So...
the way you was going, it just stopped.
Yeah, and it didn't go that far below the surface of the silt. And so I'm gonna go down on that and explore around and see what I find. So yeah, that piece of fabric so far is a pretty good clue.
Real good.
We're hoping that the dredge has taken enough sediment out of there now that Nick is either going to be able to get down to the side of the car or identify where I've driven that post through what I believe is the top hood compartment of the car. That he's going to be able to fill one of the two and really identify now, yes, without a doubt, 100% we have a car under here, but not just any car, the car we're actually looking for today.
Let's do this.
Right down the pipe.
Okay.
I should be on top of the car.
It's always a good sign when they stay down longer. Yeah, he hasn't popped up yet. Yeah, anytime we're not on the comms for communication, one, he's not that deep, so we're not too worried about it. Plus, he's using his hands in a different way than we normally do. So we don't have box on this where it's voice activated, it's push to talk. So with that one, we knew he wasn't going to be using it. So right now we're just going off of speculation that, you know, he'd been down for a while, and that's always a good sign. The longer you stay down, the more information you're gonna have when you come up. And then we're all holding our breath, waiting for him to speak.
I felt rattled, but this is up against something that I can't tell what it is. I can put my hand around it. Flat with two little, maybe half-inch edges. And this is underneath it. So it's like right here.
Yeah, I knew I was up against something.
Yeah, and it's still just these little narrow caves that are drove
narrow
from this. But now I want to take that rebar and go down there and probe around a little.
In my mind, as much dredging as has been taking place like for the last couple of hours, I'm like, all right, the entire top of the car has been completely, removed as far as the silt and sediment. You can clearly see the windows. You know, he's down there reaching inside. He's got his hand on the steering wheel, and he comes up and he's like, yeah, I know that something's down there, but I don't know what it is. That was it, Nick? I was sad.
Put this up there. Is that the same kind of stuff or is it different?
A little different.
Yeah, wherever this is, feels like you're inside of something. There's like pieces of metal all around it. I felt below it there's a really thicker piece of metal. Like, if we are getting into anything that resembles a car at all, where this is at, but it's down in there. As you can feel, you're deeper probably than normal.
Actually, I'm not.
Really?
I'm not, actually not, because generally the pipe was in about a foot deeper than this. But where
As
you're
you're
at,
feeling around at the bottom of this, there's like pieces of metal of different shapes every direction. So my mind went to like, is it in the back of a seat or inside a seat? So I was feeling for like springs or.
well, if I was inside of the seat, I think that would be a lot of shit.
Well, we haven't checked that in a while
That's-
either. There could be
That's
some
kind
more.
of more metally, not tinny.
Well, that was just a little fragment off to the side. I tried to tear some. I got a little piece, but there's thicker stuff. A couple of thicker pieces of metal that I just can't get my hand below it. It's just stinks to skin around it. But wherever you're at right now, if you can clear out around that, you know, I know it's hard to.
What's your rebar telling you? What were you picking up with that?
Nothing. I can't get enough leverage to really go very far in the field. It's just deep.
Right. What I can do is stay here a minute. Let me start up a second. Suck out some of that stuff because you've been working around there, and that'll let me get rid of some of that mud.
Right where this basically stuck in. Yeah. Where there's pieces of metal, it's almost like there's a bunch of that kind of stacked on top of each other.
Oh yeah.
And you broke a hole through. But, and then I took that rebar, put it right there, and I was able to pump through something that went down another 12 inches. So I didn't hit anything solid where it was, but I'm still feeling at one point through the mud slush where there is like a slight bit of thicker metal. Yeah. But I can't find it. Like it's so weird. It's like a bunch of pieces kind of stacked on top of each other.
While you're here, if you go on this side of the pipe and go down on this side of the pipe, just right in here, in this area, just down to the bottom, because I kind of had a hole here, and that's where I was getting some of them, that piece of fiber we got up there, but I don't know if that hole's still there or not, or if anything's exposed.
What did he pull up, bro?
So yeah, same stuff.
A piece of metal. Same metal we've been pulling up.
Oh, tin. I thought he gave you a piece of carpet. I was like,
We
he's in
got
the
a
car.
couple different pieces of metal.
Yeah.
Those were different than that. I mean, those had edges, sharp edges.
Right over there, yeah, there's a piece of metal with another big piece of flat one that I felt still there. I didn't want to break it off. I couldn't anyway.
You need to find that cloth again, Lane.
But between here and 5 feet that way, there's holes with metal in it. But this is the most I felt So far, I've over that right here.
You got a steering wheel for me?
What's that?
You have a steering wheel?
You can catch a lot of flat metal all the way out. I can slide my hands on it. There's sometimes there's flat and little ridges in it, little grooves. I mean, I guess maybe 1 inch to ½ inch, quarter to ½ inch uprights, and then I don't know, it's all over. So you've uncovered a lot, and it's still all right kind of in here.
I mean, he's touching the metal. I am putting a piece.
He just can't tell if it's a car or not.
It sounds like it's not. It's all flat. That lane has uncovered it. That we're not getting anything that's a car.
That's why I said the lake's got to be drained. That's just...
Absolutely, because like we were talking up there, there's a possibility they put a piece of the shed or something on top of the tank the whole thing. Not that it's very likely, but there's a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, if they did, like I said, it's with all the metal we've been pulling up and stuff,
You got to drain the
it's
lake.
either that or, like it says, you're on top of a trailer.
Yeah, they'd have to drain a lake and then excavate around it. That's the only way I can see.
Yeah. All right. I'll call it a day at this point.
Yeah, I agree. Nothing much we can do here than
No, like I said, I got going, about 9:30, and I didn't stop, so it's 2 o'clock now or whatever.
yeah. You definitely dredged out a lot more. It's a lot easier. Like every direction I'm feeling, there's pieces of metal. And they're big, flat. Like I can slide my legs, my hand, as far as I can reach. Instead of just so heavy and tight with that clay that can't really get to the edge of it. So,
I just wish we could have found something. I mean, anything from a car. Anything.
Out of Wahoo. And for the last decade, one investigator pursued leads and gathered evidence that pointed toward Joseph Ambrose as the prime suspect in the killing of Mary Kay Heese, who was just a teenager.
Under current law, a conviction can result into 50 years behind bars, but the system is following the law that took place back then.
Are you Kathy 12? Yes. All right.
I guess because of the memories of Mary Kay when she was alive. When I would go over and spend the weekends, Mary Kay would lead the old horse around while I rode bareback. We would collect eggs. She took me on a tour of the time. We listened to records. Boy, could she sing.
As Joseph Ambrose received a sentence that will have him out of prison by November, the chief investigator on the case stayed out of the courtroom because Ted Green alleges a full measure of justice has not been served.
On March 25th, 1969, Mary Kay never came home. It was dark and cold that night. Something was wrong and fear and panic had already set in. By the time that we arrived, they had already notified her parents that they had found her body. I can still hear it, Dorothy wailing to this day. The actual case showed someone butchered her like cattle. Joseph Ambrose received training to kill cattle at his workplace.
He got away with murder. I mean, he's gotten away with it for 50-some years. He's walked around free.
Green says solving the 1969 murder of 17-year-old Mary Kay Heese took 80,000 miles to gather 100 interviews that, along with other case information, are contained in a stack of binders.
It's all circumstantial, but you got to put it together. It's like any case. It's a piece of the puzzle.
And what's the puzzle show you?
Ambrose was the killer.
Green says a small amount of male DNA found on the victim has been tested, but recently came back inconclusive to match Ambrose, and his attorney says more testing wouldn't be worth it.
The part that affected me the most, before the arrest was made was having to exhume Mary Kay's body. I watched as they placed her on a truck, and I was they're grief-stricken, but hopeful that they would find something to convict Joseph Ambrose. We went through the trauma, hoping it would finally bring accountability, only to be met with devastation. The news that he would be allowed to take a plea deal after everything we endured, after the emotional toll of disturbing arrest, feels like all the pain was for nothing.
But Green says he has other proof after recently tracking down the married name of a key witness who could have given important testimony.
She was listed as a witness back in '69. The suspect, Ambrose, had physical signs of being in a struggle. I'm not going to say exactly what she would say.
And during the investigation, Green says he interviewed Ambrose for almost 6 hours.
He gave me details of the crime scene that only 2 people knew, and that was Mary Kay and the suspect.
But the Saunders County attorney says with complex rules for trial, witnesses gone and memories fading, Ambrose found guilty of conspiracy to commit murder brings justice.
Investigator Tim Green had brought us the plea deal approximately a few weeks earlier. We declined absolutely not. We want to go to trial. On July 26th, we were notified by Ted Green, who was informed by Jennifer Yoakum, county attorney, that they had entered a plea agreement, conspiracy to commit murder. She never discussed it with us. We never met her. She just did it. She made this decision herself, and we got no justice for Mary Kay.
But for family of the victim, it's not a trial.
I kind of feel like we didn't have a choice in the decision that was made. It was just made.
Is this really our justice today? We let a child that was murdered, stabbed, left to die in a road ditch on a cold evening. All of a sudden, nobody has any words.
We're back to where we were when this all started.
Yeah, we're back like we're back in March of 1969.
He'll be home for Christmas.
He'll be home for Christmas.
With his
He'll
family.
get to have his family. He'll get to have Christmas. He'll get to do these things where we've been without.
We can take flowers
56
to the
Christmas.
cemetery.
Yeah, we can take flowers to the cemetery, but 56 Christmases without Mary Kay, without her having a family, without us all sharing something.
She never got a chance to
She
have
never got a
children,
chance.
nothing. Married, college, what was she going to do?
You know,
Nothing.